But honestly, that was hard, though, having to look at her in the eyes.
And only on 6 tonight, a Green Country family has an emotional day in court as they speak directly to the woman convicted of not getting their son the help he needed.
16-year-old Christian Mayberry was left with a traumatic brain injury 5 years ago after a UTV crash. News on 6's Tess Monty is on the story.
There were moments it felt more like church, with folks in the courtroom responding amen to some of the things Christian's mom said during her statement. Meanwhile, the suspect in this case had nothing to say at all.
Miss Gray, do you have a minute
That's Angela Gray walking away in silence after pleading no contest to conspiracy.
It's been so hard on me.
In a case that changed Christian Mayberry's life forever.
I pray for them all the time.
Christian's now 21. He's living with a traumatic brain injury and a question that will likely haunt him for the rest of his years.
Why couldn't you just call the police when it happened?
Christian was just 16 when he nearly died in a UTV crash with Angela Gray. Gray wasn't hurt, but instead of calling for help, prosecutors say Gray, her son, and his friend cleaned up beer cans and got their story straight. It took 3 hours before they called 911. All that time, Christian lay bloody in a ditch, like a piece of trash, his mom, Kim, says.
We received a life sentence that night.
Kim read through 20 pages of notes, speaking directly to Gray. Kim told Gray she and Christian both forgive her, but Gray showed no emotion.
Come on, Angela. Try to change your life for the better.
And even though his life has changed for the worse, Christian has found a reason to live.
His purpose is to touch lives, and he has been told by so many that that's what he's doing.
Angela Gray is now on 5 years strict probation, and if she gets into any trouble, she could face 10 years in prison. On the scene, on the story in Sequoyah County, Tess Monty, News on 6.